All right, well, welcome. I want to welcome everybody to this Zoom event, this CTFO Zoom event. My name is Adam Levy. Glad to be able to spend some time with everybody. Some things have been happening in the last couple of weeks. Very, very exciting, all the things that are going on with CTFO. And I wanted to get some people up to speed on what we're doing that's working so well to build our businesses. And we're doing something that's very duplicatable, something that anybody can do, something that doesn't cost anything to do, which is really kind of nice. And I wanted to make sure everybody was, really understanding the simplicity that the CTFO business model offers. It's such an incredibly large market that we're involved in. The hemp market, the hemp bill, the farm bill just passed a few days ago, making it undisputably legal to market hemp-based CBD products anywhere in all 50 states. And this was just passed by Congress actually just a few days ago. So there's going to be a lot of incredible products that are out on the market and more to come. CTFO has a nice head start. They introduced our line of CBD products back in January of this year. And we have over 70 top quality CBD products. But we also have some things that separate us from everybody else out there. And one of the main products that I would mention about that would be the 10X Pure. And I do have on the line a great friend of mine who I've known for many years, Dr. Robban Sica, who's joining us. And, she's a CBD expert, has been prescribing CBD products to her patients, knows a ton about the different products that are on the market, and it's really gotten some incredible results helping so many people. So, Dr. Robban, are you out there?
I am right here. Can you see me?
Yeah, there you are. Okay, fantastic. Good. So glad you could join us, Dr. Robban. It's really exciting the timing that we have with CTFO and what's about to happen in the marketplace. CBD oil sales this past year, 2018, were over $500 million. And it's estimated that by 2022, those sales of CBD oil-based products will hit $22 billion. So that's a pretty major growth in the next couple of years. And to be in front of that and have something unique in the market is pretty special. So, Robban, please tell us a little bit about your experience with CBD and with the 10X Pure. And maybe we can, consolidate what makes that so special, because I know you've been doing a lot of research on this and you're really excited about it.
I've been researching it and recommending it to patients and trying it myself for over 4 years. Looked at a lot of the research, got very excited about the potential for not just cannabidiol, but the 80 phytocannabinoids in hemp. And also I'm a physician that prescribes medical marijuana when it's appropriate for patients. So I have a pretty good experience of what works, what doesn't work. And the bottom line is CBD is going to help us. Any CBD product is going to help a certain number of people. It's just an amazing restorer of health, so shall we say. It balances so many different things in the body and brings homeostasis. So everyone is going to get some benefit. But the thing that sets 10X Pure apart is the actual bioavailability and absorptivity of the 10X Pure, because it is water soluble, it is hydrophilic, it goes through the cell membranes more easily, it goes through even the mitochondrial membrane and the blood-brain barrier, which is really hard to do, because of this unique pairing of the oxygenated essential fatty acids in the 10X Pure base with the CBD in it. So you've got the benefits of a product that the oil that it's based in, the 10X Pure, that has health benefits in and of its own right. And I've been using those essential fatty acids in my practice, like caprylic acid and lauric acid, for years and years and years for their own benefits. And now you pair that with the hemp oil and you've got a double hitter there. You know what I mean? It's like, you're getting the benefits of both, plus you're getting the bioavailability. Most hemp oil products that are just based in an oil are about 6% absorbed. And 10X Pure, the bioavailability studies are being written right now, but I can tell you it's upwards of 90%. So I can see the results. I've used myself and recommended products for patients over the years, a lot of different companies, a lot of different products. Occasionally somebody would get some benefit, but a lot of people didn't. Even using another bioavailable water soluble product, I'd say 50 to 70% of the people would get benefit. The others, wouldn't notice anything. I myself am a pretty healthy individual. I've taken a lot of good nutritional supplementation and, eaten a good diet for my whole life. So, for me, it's hard to add something in and have noticed anything. It's like, really, what's
Yeah.
I'm not expecting to feel like tremendously better. And I actually had been on another hemp oil for a year before the 10x Pure came out from a different company. And when I switched to 10x Pure, this is my own personal testimonial. Within 2 days, the amount of mental clarity and positivity, sense of well-being I hadn't had in years was like, oh, what just happened to me? It was just dramatic. And I had been on phytocannabinoids. It's not like I was, somebody taking it for the first time. It was like, whoa. And I think I attribute that to the fact that it does cross the blood-brain barrier. So you're getting positive cognitive, more positive effect on mood, on anxiety, on stress, on, on cognitive function, et cetera. Just, improving the quality of your neurotransmitters and improving the quality of your brain function. So, I mean, to me, that was pretty amazing in and of its own right. And I just have to, I'm always talking about the 10x Pure because I absolutely am blown away by it. I love it. And the longer that I see that, that it's only been out since the end of September. So it's like only, 2 months now. And, I'm just seeing such positive results with it with so many people. But I have to do a shout out for some of the topicals. The topical ultimate pain cream, that product is amazing. I mean, just how many people it can help within minutes relieve pain, significant pain. And I have to say that the skin products, I mean, the longer I use them, the more amazing my skin feels.
They look fantastic. So something's going on.
Something's going on. I'm getting younger. I like it.
Well, maybe you can touch on that. I know you actually put the Ultimate Healing Pain Cream on patients in your office. Can you talk a little bit about what the results are when that happens?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, when you start using the hemp oil, whether it's 10x Pure or some other one, you might get some pretty quick results with pain, but most of the time it's going to take. It might take weeks. It might even take up to 3 months. So you want to encourage people to be on, sublingual 10x Pure or other, the base hemp oil. But with the Ultimate Pain Deep Healing Pain Cream, it's such a long name, but it's so awesome. I had a woman that came in to renew her medical marijuana card the other day. And, we're talking about CBD and THC and her reactions to that and, how she was doing and everything. And I said, but she doesn't use it every day. I'm like, well, why don't you get on the 10X Pure every day so you at least have a base and then try this pain cream. And she rubbed it on her. She had neuropathy in her neck that was pretty painful. And we just continued to talk. And, and a few minutes later, I asked her, so how's your neck? And she said, oh, my goodness, that really helped. And she had actually been using a topical that she got from the cannabis dispensary here, the marijuana dispensary here in Connecticut. So, and this worked way better and way faster for her. She was pretty impressed. So, and I could go over story after story with neuropathy, with, all kinds of different, injuries, acute injuries, et cetera. Really works well.
Well, I'm really excited about the results that people are seeing so quickly, your patients in the office and certainly other folks as well. It's nice that it works that quickly. I talked to Jeremy, the CEO of the 10X Pure company, and he gave me some, more information than I had about the 10X Pure and what really makes it so unique for us. First of all, they have a 20-year patent on this oxygenated, that's a hard one, oxygenated oil that is, used as the base. It's a 20-year patented process. we have the exclusivity to that, and it creates what he says is a covalent bond, which actually changes the molecular structure of our CBD oil. So like you said, you're getting the benefits of this incredible oil plus the CBD, and because when they work together, you end up with 8 to 10 times more bioavailability, and obviously people can then buy maybe a lesser strength than they would have to with another type of a product. Of course, that's going to save them some money and get even better results. So I'm just really excited
because it's going to get even deeper into the tissues more quickly. It's going to get deeper into the mitochondria, and because it's oxygenated, it's actually getting oxygen down into the mitochondria, which is huge for energy production, fibromyalgia, that type of thing.
He also said that it's antibacterial, antifungal, and also antiviral, that oil. So, you think about those types of things. And obviously there's a lot of that stuff we can't even talk about as far as what the ramifications of that are. But you can do the math on that and figure it out. But it's really it's just a very unique product in the marketplace. We have this exclusivity on it. Nobody else has anything quite like it. And with the Farm Bill being passed, you're going to see even more CBD products out on the market. And I tell people, I say, look, half your spam email is about CBD oil. There's a reason for that. It is that big a marketplace. But people really are wary, and they want to get it from somebody that's done the homework, somebody that they trust, somebody that they know. And when you present to them an opportunity to get involved in something with a really high quality CBD oil, they're going to want to probably take you up on that because they have been thinking about it anyway. And that brings us to our next segment, which I want to cover. But Robban, I'm looking forward to doing some Q&A with you on a regular basis, do these Zoom events. And I hope that we can do this on a regular basis so we can really dig deeper into some of the incredible benefits of this product.
Great. Good.
So stay tuned for that. Hey, thank you for joining us on here. And more along the lines of marketing, I want to shift gears now and show you what we've been doing, what's been working. I have a good friend on the line as well, Malcolm Weeks, who is just recently got started with ctfo just about 3 weeks ago, doing an amazing job of basically showing us all how it can be done. Malcolm, are you out there?
Yes, I am right here, Adam.
Hey, Malcolm. How's it going?
On the call.
Well, really glad that you could join us today. Malcolm, you and I, we go way back. We've been friends for a long time, and you're somebody that is really just recently, and when I say just recently, over, let's say the last 2+ years, maybe 2.5 years, you didn't even have a Facebook account 2.5 years ago. So you went from zero to hero at this point, in my mind, in a very short period of time, basically building a following with your interests. You're an avid hiker. You're a fan of Pat Metheny. You've built this following basically posting and doing things like that. But what we're doing right now to get the message out is very, very simple. And I want to talk a little bit about what that is and the messaging that we're using, and then maybe have you talk a little bit about your statistics. Does that sound good?
It sure does. Just feel free to direct me with your questions, etc. Steer me, Captain. Steer me. Is what I'm saying.
You got it. Not a problem. So we'll get to you in a second. But what I want to do is show people my screen right now and give them some idea. What we've been doing is basically sending out some messages. And this is how I've done it. It's how Malcolm has done it. And how a bunch of people on our team are doing it. One of the biggest and most important factors when trying to build a network marketing business is the approach. And there's a lot of different ways you can build this. You can do home parties, you can do hotel meetings, restaurant meetings, you can do trade shows. There's a lot of things that you can do. And all those things work. They all work. But in today's busy society and day and age, people want something they truly can do from home, something that isn't expensive to do, and something that is very, very duplicatable. So the approach that we're using is basically a text or messaging approach. and it's something that anybody can do. I'm not picking up the phone and calling everybody I know. I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is sending out a private message, not posting it on my wall on Facebook. I'm doing private messages to my friends on Facebook and or text messages to the people in my cell phone, right? We've all had one of these now for about a decade, okay? So there's a decade's worth of contacts in here that you can text. Same thing as if you're doing Facebook messaging, no different. I copy and paste and I change the first name. And I'm going to share with you just some of those messages right now. Let's see if we can get to that page. And we'll share my screen for you. Okay, so here's a site that I want you to know about. I want you to be able to find, because I've put some things on here to make it really easy for you to follow along. It's called cbdbizcards.com. Hopefully everybody can see that. There are some great cards on here if you're interested in business cards and or postcards, but that's not the focus of this call. What I want to share with you and lead you to is the social media marketing tab right here. And I want to share with you some of the messages. So I'm going to call it text messaging or marketing copy. So here's an approach, and this is, again, this has been working extremely well. And I'm going to break this message down for you so you understand why it's working so well. And it's, hey, hello, Sally. By the way, that's where you change the name right here, okay? So you're going to copy. That's how you copy, right? Copy and paste, edit, copy, right? Okay, so once you have that copied on your clipboard, which is that magical space in your computer that nobody sees, then you can paste it, all right, into Facebook messages. So you'd open up a Facebook message, here's Malcolm, and boom, you'd hit paste, right? And you can paste that right in. Matter of fact, let's do that. Copy, and then we go to Malcolm, and we're gonna paste it. Say Malcolm is somebody I haven't talked to in a while. I paste it in, and then Malcolm, and then I hit return. How hard was that? How many times can you do that in a day? How many texts can you send like that in a day? How many Facebook private messages can you send like that in a day? The answer is as many as you can, right? As many as you want. I'm recommending you do it 10 to 20 times a day, right? It doesn't take long. You saw that was seconds. Here's the message. Hey, hello, Sally. I hope that your day is fantastic. I know this is random, but I have something cool to share with you. I'm reaching out because I'm launching a brand new team, and we are creating huge momentum right now. CBD hemp is on fire. Team is growing fast, and my partners are making 4-figure checks every week. Are you open to taking a look at the system we are using, which is helping us enroll people daily on autopilot? Let me know, because I can get you a top spot on our team right now, totally free, totally cool. If you're not interested, just let me know. Now, this is something that I send to people that I'm not so close to, right? My close friends, but I've got over 2,400 friends on Facebook. Clearly I haven't talked to them in a while, right? Most of them. So 95% of those people, it's appropriate to send this to, right? And it says that right in here, it's approach. I will tell you what's happening. When you send this message out, people respond back in one of a few ways. Either A, they don't respond. Here, I'll stop sharing. Either they don't respond, or they respond a few days later because they're not on Facebook very often. If you do it via text, they usually respond pretty quick because everybody responds to text right away. Or they respond with, sure, send me some information, or something like, hey, I've been thinking about CBD oil. Sure, I'd like to know more. Or I've gotten responses like, absolutely, right? And then I've got some responses like, I'm almost out of my CBD oil. I'd like to try yours. So those are the kind of responses, because I'm going to make this statement, and I think it's pretty accurate, that just about everybody I know, everybody you know, is going to try or want to try CBD oil sometime in 2019. I think that's pretty accurate. It's on their radar. It's something they've been thinking about. And if you get in there as somebody that they know and trust, and you share that information that there's an opportunity like that, then guess what? They are going to want to get it from you. So here's, I'm going to share that screen again. Let me see if I can get back there. Please hold. Okay, I'm back. So here's the rest of that. So now here's some other approaches that I want to point out too. I've got some other ones on here. Because again, the above one is for people maybe that you don't talk to every day. You're not as close to. Here's some ones that you can use for people you talk to every day. And what I like to know is, you want to start a conversation. I'm not going to teach you how to start a conversation. We all know how to do that. Start a conversation with people. But eventually come around to asking a question. Have you ever tried or considered trying CBD work? Recently, I've gotten great results with an amazing CBD product for and then you can talk about your issue. View that Robin there. She's got a dog. Do you know anyone that might be interested in making extra $1,000 a week? It's totally free to become an associate. Here's another one. Been busy. Somebody says, what have you been up to? Been busy cranking up my CBD biz. It's on fire. Company is doing $2 million a month right now. Going to be doing $30 million a month by end of 2019. It's totally free to join. Let me know if you're open for info. Okay. These are things you can do with people you are closer. You start a conversation. It finally comes to what are you doing? How are you doing? What are you doing? And then you can start to use these and start a conversation. Once a person has interest, right? Here's what you said next. Great. Check it out. Grab a spot. It's totally free to join. And then you'll have access to 70 plus top quality CBD products at wholesale, and then include your website. I see a lot of people making mistakes, and they just send out a single text with everything in it, with their web address, with everything in the very first one. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got to give them a reason to engage and come back and forth with you, okay? Give them that next. And then you want to follow up and drip on them with some additional information. Again, all I'm doing, folks, is copying and pasting. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I have it on like a sticky note on my desktop, something that Macintosh computers have. We have a sticky notes, like stickies. And I'm sure you guys can find something for a PC. But I just copy and paste from there. And you've got them here as well. Some other follow-up stuff. Dr. Robin and I, we did a Zoom meeting on 10X Pure about a week or two ago. And I use that all the time. When somebody wants to know about the product, if they're a product person, I just copy this and I send them. I let Robin sell them on 10X Pure. It's brilliant. She's an MD, right? I mean, how great is that? And then what if there's somebody that wants to know about the compensation plan? I just send them that. That's all I do. I send them the compensation plan. Michael Kahn does an incredible job with the comp plan, and I don't have to worry about it not being professional. I mean, it's beautiful. He explains it in a great way. And if they're a network marketer that you're sending this to, they're going to really understand that in a big way. Secondary drip. Here's just some other stuff you can send. And again, I don't do this all at once. I'll do this over a period of a couple of days. I'll be dripping on a person with this additional information. What if, here's a great testimony from a nurse, right? I can send that. Here's some video testimonies I can send. What about hair growth? If it's a person that looks like they've got thinning hair, how about that? Why don't I just send that on the Antigain, right? So they can learn about that product. That's going to be a huge market all in and of itself. How about Dr. Sanjay Gupta? So this is what we're doing. Email today does not get through so well, we found out, okay? But this gets through, and this is something they can click on instantly. And how long does it take you to copy and paste and blast these off to people that you're following up with? This is not taking more than a few minutes a day to just follow up with people and send them additional information. How about this one? Why ctfo CBD? Talking about the 84 products that are sold by 31 companies online, and how that only 31% of them actually contain the amount of CBD listed on the label. People want to know what makes ours different, what makes ours special. Why shouldn't I just buy it from the spam email that I just got, right? So you want to send that. And then, of course, sometimes people come up with questions about legality, and this is a little bit about the Farm Bill. I absolutely love this copy right here, and you can send that out and just, squelch that really, really quickly. Sometimes I'll even send people to Facebook groups, and I'll invite them to see the testimonies. We have a testimony Facebook page that you have to be invited to, but there's 36,000 people sharing their information there, and they are you can search by ailment, by condition. You can actually search it in that Facebook page. So that's pretty awesome as well. So what I want to do though is have you hear the kind of results that we're getting. Malcolm, are you out there?
And right here.
Okay, buddy. So give us your stats. What have you been doing? I know you're very consistent. Tell us what's going on with you.
Well, I just in the past few minutes, the past half an hour, I messaged 15 people. Okay, while I was waiting for the call, I mean, I couldn't sit still. I'm not exactly keen as far as being on. Well, I'll put it this way: I don't think I could do YouTube right now. Okay, just not one of those video guys. But anyway, what I've been doing basically, because I want to give them enough information if they say yes. Okay, I want the information. And of course, I'm tweaking it along the way. But what I've been doing, if they want more information, then I send them, I send them that initial page that has a little video, the home page with the information and the video.
Right.
And follow it right up with giving them a link, or I plug them in to the legacy page. I think that's important. If they're saying yes, then I just want to get them in there so they can see that stuff. It's coming up on their feed. It's coming up on their feed, so they can't escape after that. Okay, it's going to be there in front of their face. And the same thing with the testimonial page. That's part 3, and then part 4, which is separated from the first part, because that's just how I like it, is my landing page where they can enroll for free. And I put the free in nice capital letters. You know, what about free enrollment is too expensive, right, Adam?
Right. What about free enrollment is too expensive for you? Please tell me that.
Right. And then I say, and also where you can order. And then sometimes I give it a close, which we just recently composed. And I just like to leave them with a strong close, you know. So that's how I've been doing it.
Well, let me ask you this. You know, you've brought in some really great people. Tell us about your stats. I mean, you're sending out 20 a day, every other day or so. How many people have you enrolled in the last few weeks?
I believe it's 9 right now, 9 or 10. And I've got probably, that are on the fence, I would say another 20.
Well, that's an important thing you're bringing up, on the fence. So you're filling the pipeline with people who you've shared this information with, who you've shared that initial presentation or approach with.
Right.
And I know I've talked to some, we've done some 3-way calls. How many of the people, of those 9 that you've enrolled, how many of them enrolled before you ever got them on the phone?
I think at least half. And one was a network marketer. I mean, she jumped all over. She was doing her research. It was so cool. I mean, she was doing her research. I mean, I don't see how her feet had a chance to hit the ground, because she was running, I mean, while she was in the air, right? And so one of her messages, she said that she had 8 people lined up already to show the business to. She showed the comp plan to like 2 people right off the bat. She wanted the comp plan, by the way. She asked, and that was a tip for me that she was a network marketer, because I wasn't exactly sure. And she's involved. She is.
And she's also enrolling people now. This is a network marketer now, enrolling people. And
yeah, she's enrolled at least 2 or 3 people, and she has a number of people ready to go. She's very excited.
We did another 3-way call, you and I, with Leanne. She was incredible, a business consultant, sharp lady, had never been involved in network marketing, had always stayed away from it. But what was it that she said that was the reason why she decided to enroll here?
Well, for one thing, it was the approach. It was simple. She could see that, just to cut to the chase, she could see that it was something that she could do. And then maybe subconsciously something, which it is, that is duplicatable.
I think she also mentioned that the CBD hemp space was.
Yeah, that was a big. That was a big thing. Was that on the market that she has up there, people are asking about. She knows people that use it, and I guess she's in contact with a good number of people. The awareness is very high. They either use it or they've been talking about it. And that was a big highlight for her, was that aspect of it.
Fantastic. Listen, I'm excited. You're leading the way and showing people that it can be done. And here's the thing that I want to point out to everybody. This is not like the hand holding that you're used to when trying to build a network marketing business. This is a personal quest. that everybody must have. You must get good at enrolling in CTFO in order to make really good money here. The good news is that if you get good at that skill, if you get good at this, if you don't let your 6 inches between your ears get in the way of just going through those numbers, right? If you let your emotions get in the way and you start prejudging and you start thinking who will, who won't, right, all that kind of stuff, then you won't do what Malcolm's doing. Malcolm has got his emotions out of the way. He's doing his 20 a day. He's following up with people, and things are happening, right? That's what's going on. There's some people that will overanalyze it. They'll try to figure it out. They'll try to tweak it. They'll do all these different things, but they won't get those messages out. I'm telling you this because it's very, very true. If you just go through the numbers, this market is so big and people have such a large interest in this space of hemp and CBD that you will get positive response and you will get people joining your business and buying your product. And you'll fill that pipeline, and over time you'll create a momentum. And here's what's going to happen. So you have full control over your income in CTFO. You earn 20% on everybody you personally enroll every single month, not the first month, every single month that they place an order, and it's paid weekly, right? So you have control. If you want to make an extra $500 a week, bring in 50, 60, 70 people. That's what you have to do, right? How hard is it to do it? It's free to enroll, right? Free websites. You earn 20% regardless of whether you place a product order. I'll say that again. You make 20% every month regardless of you making a product order. And then to qualify to get paid on the whole organization that's being built, it's $47.47 a month. Big whoop. And then what? It's got a 60-day money-back guarantee. It's the best platform and business model in the CBD space, with 10X Pure being a game changer in that space. And all you have to do is reach out to people on a consistent basis over and over again, and then follow up. And all we're doing is copying and pasting. Many people are signing up before we ever get them on the phone, and that's almost unheard of in network marketing. And there's other things you can do. There's other things we're going to teach you to do, but this one right here is the most duplicatable. And like you said, Malcolm, with that business consultant, she had stayed away from network marketing, but she could see herself doing what you did with her. And every single thing that you're doing is something that the people who join can do. Will they do it? It's all up to them, right? But it's an easy business to duplicate. People are having a blast with it. And
it's okay if I just make one additional point. I just happened to think a lady she just messaged me, I believe it was yesterday, and I messaged her first on the 2nd of this month, and she just got back to me, and she is very much into the information and wanted to hear about what I have to offer. And that's, I think, a good point, and that we should just not be discouraged if people don't answer right away. They have their lives. She got back to me, very interested. I sent her information. I'll be talking to her soon. But again, that was on the 2nd of this month, and it was just yesterday that she got back to me. So what's that? That's like close to 2 weeks. Boom, she gets back to me.
Very good point you're bringing up. Patience. I wanted to end on that. Thank you for reminding me. We only have a few more minutes. Malcolm, it's so key. It's all about their timing, right? You've got to have patience. 2 weeks later, she responded to your initial approach. Two weeks later, right?
And she apologized.
And she apologized for not getting back to you. Boy, that's kind of nice. How about that?
Yeah, it is.
How about instead of them avoiding you on the telephone and you're avoiding your calls, they're apologizing to you because they took too long to get back to you.
Yep,
so
right.
I'll say about the patience and the timing. You don't know what's going on in their life. It's the holidays. They're thinking, hey, I want to buy some of this CBD, but I got to wait until, after Christmas or whatever. You don't know if someone's sick in their house or what. You don't know what's going on in a person's life. It's all about their timing, right? And maybe they join the business. Maybe they enroll for free and they don't place an order. Have patience, right? They're going to get marketed to by the company. They're going to get dripped on by you. They're going to hear something eventually. They're going to hear a testimony at one point that goes, you know what? I really need to try this CBD product or products. And they're going to start to order. And it may be a week from now. It may be 2 weeks from now. It may be 2 months from now. All right. You just have to have patience. All your job is to get the information out, enroll people for free, and let them figure out that they need to buy this product. They will get to do that over time. You have just one job, reaching out to people, letting them know that you've got an incredible source and an incredible business model, and you can make some serious money doing it. The number one product that we offer, of course, is Opportunity, and the 70 plus CBD products that we have are making that first opportunity, or that first product, which is Opportunity, viable and in a big way. So anyway, we're almost out of time here, but I just want to thank you all for hopping on this Zoom event. As always, we've recorded this, and we will be making this available as well, so people who are getting started in your business can go out and start messaging people right away. I love it when people start messaging folks before they even really fully engage in the business. I've got people that I've told, I said, listen, take the message, send it out to 20 people and see what your market is like. I double dog dare you. Send it to 20 people and see what happens. And you'll know for sure whether or not this is something that you can do or not. Because the reality is, just like your warm market, my warm market, my friends, your friends, they're all thinking about CBD. It's something that's on their mind. It's there. And so you just have to give them the opportunity to find a really good source, and we've got that. So with that, I want to thank Dr. Robban for joining us. We appreciate you. Let me make sure I'll unmute you all so you can all say goodbye. And while unmuted, again, we'll do more of these. I want to thank you guys all for coming and being a part of this Zoom.